Good morning, beautiful yogis. So today I'm starting my day very late. I woke up after 11 and it's now probably 12. Yes, and I made some coffee with homemade hazelnut milk. Kind of disappointing because it didn't froth or foam at all since it's a homemade milk. So I'll I'll actually figure that one out and probably find a way to make homemade milk that's kind of like store-bought milk. I used to make homemade milk maybe for 10 years and then I just kind of gave up after the almond breeze came out with their coconut version because that just had this coconut flavor that I love. So pretty much coconut milk is the only thing that's processed that I use, so I feel pretty good about it. So I just came back from the grocery store. That's somewhat of an epic grocery haul because I didn't even count them. I went to my ethnic grocery store and they had organic raspberries and heirloom cherry tomatoes. Those are actually the grape variety. They're very sweet. They're actually almost sweeter than European tomatoes, which is really a big statement. So they were 99 cents each pack. So I basically got a lot because those, if you leave them outside, they can dry and become kind of like sun-dried tomatoes for dressings. I got okra, seems to be in season. I got Romano beans. If you're in America, try to find those. If you're in Europe, I'm sure you already have those. I'm gonna steam those tonight with a dip. Organic eggplant. Not everything I got is organic. Obviously, those are organic. Organic arugula. Hydroponic lettuce. I got a few of those actually. Some non-organic apricots and farmers market oranges from last week. That is orange juice, freshly squeezed raw orange juice. So I made hazelnut tofu dip. That was so good that I'm showing you the recipe for it. For this recipe you will need a big carrot that's acting as a sweetener and thickener. Tofu. I recommend sprouted tofu, but this is what I had in the house. I had soft tofu from the Korean market, organic. I really recommend the Trader Joe's sprouted organic tofu. Sweet peppers, those are mini peppers. Burnt hazelnuts, they're kind of burnt, you can see. Basically that's the level of roast you want because they're almost like a flavoring agent rather than fat in your dip. They just act as an intense hazelnut flavor, and when you roast them deep they can really bring out that flavor. If you want to add extra soaked raw hazelnuts, you can do that. I'm using almond coconut milk. That's a very important ingredient if you ask me, for the texture and the thickness of the dip. And those are the ingredients. So this is your final dip. As you notice, I didn't put any salt in it. So what I use for salt and flavor and spice is, I basically don't have any other spices anymore, but Aleppo pepper and Korean pepper. They're pretty much the same. I would say this is slightly better. The Aleppo, it's Syrian pepper. And actually I think it comes from Turkey nowadays, but that's where it originated, from Aleppo area, and that's how they look. The one at the front is the Korean and the one in the back is the Syrian. They're very similar. They're salty, raisin-like sweet, spicy, kind of slightly hot. And this dip is spectacular. You can make it as a dressing if you put more milk in it. Also, if you don't have tofu, feel free to use garbanzo beans. That actually might work even better. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you that what you see behind me, that's a gravity filter. I got it probably 3 or 4 years ago, maybe more. You don't need to change the filters very often at all. And I got it online, and you just pour water in the top part, in this part, with a bucket, and then it drips down and takes it to 0 parts per million. And after that you can put a little bit of something to make it into live water. Oftentimes I don't. I just drink it. It's really clean water and gets the fluoride out. It's I think it's better than reverse osmosis is cheaper. It's relatively small, and I do recommend it. I'll link it below where I got it if it's still available. Otherwise, I'll link it wherever it's available. And I totally recommend it, better than reverse osmosis or other ways of filtering your water, especially if you have nasty water. The way LA water really needs to be cleaned. Do not drink tap water. I actually rinse out my vegetables and fruits with filtered water, so I just try not to get any in my system. Okay, pre-yoga, I just made a cappuccino with hazelnut milk and coconut milk. I just mixed my own milk from hazelnuts with coconut. Usually I use something like this. It has a little strainer in it where you put the herbs, and then you put hot water on top, and then you pour the ready tea out of this. So usually I reduced my herbal collection. I have a huge herbal collection. I still do, but I'm making it less and less. I have Bulgarian tea I brought from Bulgaria that is very special for immunity and all of that. Linden tea, which you can find in Europe easily, in America as well. Linden is great and it makes great lattes. You can blend them with a little bit of nut milk in your blender. It creates a really good latte. That's my little, that's the little frother I got from my yogic box. I received 2 months ago, I think, the reishi. I'm still blending it. It's into my lattes. It's Ayurvedic, mare lemon, turmeric ginger. Really love it. Very gingery, very golden. It is loose tea. I really love loose teas because you can make them yourself, no bags. And I've been making all these lattes with them. Oh, I forgot to put cocoa or tea in this, but I will just show you what this thing does. It's crazy. Look at this. It's just ridiculous. I'm just using the cashew milk from Almond Brace, and it does this. All I can say, it is a very, very pleasant experience. So I'm after I hydrated after my meal, I prepared this. I must be honest, I prettied it up for you, but it's gonna be raspberries and melon. She loves melon and she always scores a lot of melon, so that's why she's so crazy right now. That's gonna be my appetizer, and after that I have apricots and raspberries. I'll do something cute like this with them, and after that some other fruit. So dinner time, after I had my few packages of raspberries, I have made earlier hazelnut milk, homemade hazelnut milk, agar-agar jello. It's total jello. I make it like this, and now I'm just mixing the hazelnut vegan jello with raspberries and apricots. And because I have my little toy, I made some almond breeze vanilla, kind of like foamy milk, and with a little bit of stevia, so it's very sweet. Now just pour it on top. It's kind of like, I don't know what this is. It's like cereal, right? And there you go. It's kind of like cereal, but with fruit and with vanilla and with hazelnut. So I'm just gonna start steaming in a little bit and have my vegetables with my dip, hazelnut dip. I'm having a hazelnut theme right now because I have hazelnuts, obviously, and I've been roasting them. I'll see you with my veggies. So I ended up making 2 bowls of the hazelnut, apricot, raspberry, vanilla thing. It was amazing. Dinner time. It's not ready. My dinner is not ready, but I have to wrap up shooting for the day so I can take Sophie out and so forth. So the hazelnut dressing. I have a buttered lettuce. I have cherry tomatoes, some broccoli, and I will use some arugula, baby arugula actually that is. And look at my little tray, I just got it. And I'm steaming some of the Romano beans. Sorry, Sophie's very into making noise. So I'm steaming some of those that are gonna be ready in a little bit, and I will just use them to dip them in my dip. I pretty much eat everything with a dip or with a dressing on top of it. So this is it. I'll probably have as many vegetables as I want, who knows, a lot, and I may have a lot more broccoli, we'll see. But I have beans right now, the green beans. That gives me a lot of protein, a lot of magnesium, iron, the nutrients basically I need for the day, for sustenance, fiber, and so forth. Generally this gives me good energy as a dinner after the fruit day. So I'll see you tomorrow with another what I eat in a day. If you have any questions, post them below. If you want to see any recipes from me, let me know. I'll see you tomorrow.